welcome to Good Morning USA. Actually, this is a late edition. We're in the afternoon because of some computer issues, computer trouble. Anyway, we're in the mid-afternoon. Sorry about the lighting. It was good for a while, and for some reason, although it's pretty dark, it's pretty cloudy outside too, so it could be part of my problem today. Anyways, let's get started. Good Morning USA. Hope you all are doing well. We'll start off with a featured news article from the Conservative Tribune. And give me just one moment here. Excuse the hair in that. It's extremely hot and muggy outside as well. Happen to be in an upper level. Okay, this is a featured one of our featured articles for Good Morning USA. Libs block diplomat car. Find out real quick that they operate by the diplomats operate by a different set of rules. And anyway, in a video posted earlier this month on Facebook that has gone viral. German protesters learned the hard way just how unwise it is to block a diplomatic vehicle, and then doing it with childish barricades is a really bad idea. Go figure, huh? In an incident that reportedly took place in Hamburg, Germany, a group of protesters set up the wall of whiners to spread whatever message they were looking to spread, but likely unbeknownst to them, they had stopped a diplomatic vehicle. This year's G20 summit in Hamburg was marred by a series of sometimes violent protests, and those whose job it is to protect the lives of diplomats were not happy. Obviously. They showed the protesters that there is only one way to deal with a ridiculous roadblock like this that refuses to break up. Apply the gas pedal. Check out the video below shared by Car Gadgets. I will share a brief clip of this because it could contain some violent scenes, or just, so I will just share a brief moment or two of this video clip here. Anyway, we'll go with that one for right now. Let's see if I can get back to the main page here. So anyway, a lot going on, a lot of different weather events as well. On global warming, there really is no such thing. To emphasize what I'm talking about and why I say that, it is a actually manufactured term. I'm not talking about the events of the weather. I'm talking about global warming in itself, the words, and how politicians use it. The politicians use it basically to take money out of your pockets and my pockets. Plain and simple. There's just no other explanation for that. Now, while there could be some weird weather events going on, that might lead to that, it does not mean that the government has to take money out of my pockets or yours to fix anything. It's not something they can fix. That is a God and or a weather thing, and that alone. There's no other way past that. Those are the only two sources that can really fix it. You know, if it needs to be fixed. But in turn, weather has a way of changing patterns every, I don't know what it is, every 3 to 5 years maybe. Just as a for instance, Lake Michigan for a long time was very low lake levels. And just recently, within I think the last 2 years, actually we got back up to a fairly, decent lake level, so that it wasn't like swimming in a pond instead, and it was like, great old Lake Michigan. And Lake Michigan goes around all of Michigan, and at least most of Chicago. Matter of fact, that's something I'd like to do. I'd like to boat from where I'm at in northern Michigan to Chicago sometime. I'd like to take Lake Michigan across, which people have done and probably do still, and probably do a lot. Anyway, so let's see if we can get on with another featured article. Let's see what I can find out here. It doesn't want to let me move here. Give me one moment. Stand by, please. Next. Okay, well, these others are hard to read. Come on. Okay. And well, let's do a top story here. Let's see what this one is. Bear with me, guys. Appreciate you, all my subscribers, having patience with me. I'm a little new at this, and this isn't the typical way I would do a quality video. But my computer is having serious issues right now, and that's usually where I would put the video first, upload it and everything. But doing it from my trusty old Samsung tablet. Anyway, so here we go. This is culture news basically, but this is another. This is one of the top stories from Conservative Tribune. Building superintendent threatens to kick family out after they blasted the police during cop's funeral. Everybody knows what F the police is, and it's not, I would appreciate, as a matter of fact, for all my subscribers, please use that word sparingly. Any of my subscribers. That word has a significant meaning, by the way. And I sure would like to share what I've learned about that word in the comments. But I don't believe public venue is a place for it. So anyway, stand by. We're going to go with another article. This is our, well... Come on, Goofy. Trying to do the articles from my phone here. It's also a Samsung, but it's not the Samsung that my tablet is. Anyway, so... Alright, so... Threatens to kick out these... building superintendent threatens to kick family out after they blasted the police during cop's funeral. Let's turn this way. A teen who blasted an anti-police song out his windows as police mourned a fallen NYPD officer passed by was almost kicked out of the building he was staying in by the manager of the New York Post reported. New York Post isn't the same. Well, yeah. New York Post, I guess it's average. Go ahead and give Mark Dice a shout out and see what he believes. He's kind of got the ups on the good sources of news. Anyway, so the legitimate ones. So the building manager gave them that nasty surprise after 16 years, after 16-year-old Julian Rodriguez refused to apologize to police for blaring NWA's F the Police out his window of the East 188th Street apartment building in the Bronx as thousands of police gathered for the funeral of slain officer Maisota's Familia on Tuesday. Familia was allegedly assassinated last week by Alexander Bonds, a 34-year-old who had voiced his disdain for law enforcement on social media. Alright, for all those guys and gals who would want to just be violent with people, it's really not the way. I mean, that's my belief and my thinking. And, you know, my strong assertion is, let's try to do this with peace, you know, love and kindness. But yet, be firm. You know, be firm. You know, there is a right and there is a wrong. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Live your life, you know, the way God intended us to live it. You know, be thoughtful, be kind to each other, but, you know, also don't let yourself get walked all over by various opinions and other various forms of, you know, who people think you ought to be. Give me a few moments, guys. It's very, very, very hot where I'm at. Rodriguez told the Post it was satisfying to play the song in the funeral as the funeral procession passed by, telling the paper the deaths of his older brother and best friend at the hands of the police spurred him on to do so. You may not be surprised to learn the Post found no record of their deaths, even though Rodriguez gave them what he said were their names. Since they did not show the respect for my brother and my friend, why should I show respect to them? Rodriguez said. We show respect toward one another just based on individual respect. It's kind of, you respect the individual if you want respect. You give respect to earn respect. So that's something that it's very, very, you know, deep down in me. You've got to, in order to get respect, you've got to give respect. But, now, a lot of people say you demand respect, but you demand respect via your actions, how you behave. Just, let's try to all be civilized. That would be my hope. That certainly would be my hope, that we all try to be civilized and try to get along. Any liberals not watching my channel, feel free to subscribe and like the channel and comment. But understand that if your comments don't meet a certain standard, I don't care if you disagree with me in the comments. I'm happy if you agree with me and like my videos. I'm also happy if you disagree with me and maybe don't like my videos. But at least be fair and make the criticism legitimate. So anyway, let's back to this article about this young man effing the police out the window. Familia's sacrifice, let's see, even though he blasted the police. During the funeral, Rodriguez told the paper he still respects Officer Familia's sacrifice and feels sorry that she died. Alright, just to let you guys know, once you commit to, acts of horror like that, that just to me is vulgar in a sense of, it's one thing when you slip up or, when you get mad and you curse something. It is another thing when you use it toward somebody. And it certainly is not, I don't know, you can't F the police and then respect a police officer. It's one or the other. So we're going to go ahead and get rolling here. Let's see if I can give you a nice little update on the weather here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice little update. Your weather, if you live in Sherwood, Maryland, is, or near there, could be Easton as well. You're at 93 degrees Fahrenheit. High of 95, low 76. Wind is at 8 mile an hour. Gusts at 11. Your closest lightning strike in the last 30 minutes is 130 miles. And this is by courtesy of WeatherBug it is out of Maryland, somewhere in Maryland. And it doesn't look like you're getting any rain today. Looks like you're just going to have a hot one out there on the East Coast. Naples, Florida. We're at, they are at 90 degrees, high of 90, low of 75. And currently, there's lightning 2.2 miles away from you in Naples, Florida. Please seek shelter immediately. Again, this is coming courtesy via my WeatherBug app. And let's see. I will show you just to be legitimate here. And here we go. So if you were in Naples, Florida, please seek shelter immediately. You have lightning in your area. And being Florida, being one of the states with the most cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, I believe anywhere in the United States, you need to follow your weather advice. Absolutely critical. So, you know, in comparison, a place like northern Michigan, anywhere in northern Michigan, they could have even a severe storm with a lot of lightning. But cloud-to-ground lightning is, well, somewhat less likely. Somewhat less likely. So, here we go. If you live in anywhere near Claxton, Georgia, your high is 92. It feels like 102 with a feels like index of 102. High in 94. Again, there's probably a good heat index there out in Claxton, Georgia. Please hydrate yourself well out in Claxton, Georgia. Again, your high is 92 currently with a high in 94 expected. And your heat index is 102. Courtesy via WeatherBug out of Maryland, Germantown, Maryland. Closest lightning strike to you in Claxton, Florida is 139 miles. 139 miles. And so here we go. We'll go Big Rapids, Michigan. Big Rapids, Michigan currently has a high of 77 with a high of 82 expected. And rain is either on the way or just passed according to the radar. Closest lightning strike to Big Rapids, Michigan is 115 miles away. And they have a thunderstorm probability for the next 3 hours in Big Rapids, Michigan. Be on the lookout, folks in Big Rapids, Michigan. So one for Kettle Lake, Michigan, which is not far from Big Rapids. Current high is 76 for Kettle Lake, Michigan. High at 81. Currently, there is expected thunderstorms for the next 3 hours in Kettle Lake, Michigan as well. Closest lightning strike to you in Kettle Lake, Michigan, it's 150 miles away. Please be on the lookout for any severe storms. And so let's go ahead and do Traverse City, Michigan. Current high is 77 degrees. Feels like 77, high at 81, low at 64. Closest lightning strike to Traverse City, Michigan is 170 miles. No lightning nearby. That could be the end for Traverse City, Michigan as far as any severe weather. We'll go ahead and check the hourly. The hourly, 0% precip at 2 p.m., 0% precip at 3 p.m., 0% at 4 p.m. No rain until it looks like no rain until Thursday at about 1 a.m. Okay then. So that's it for our weather. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, now, this is kind of going to be a shorter version, although it went over a little bit. I think I'm at 20 minutes now. And I'm going to try to get this to be an all AM version, probably early morning, somewhere between 4 and 7 AM. Kind of compete with the other ones. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hit that like button, share, and make sure you leave a good comment in the comment section. Thank you very much. Have a great day, y'all. For Good Morning USA, this is Mr. Nick. Have a great day. God bless.